tidy up after myself then. So the sad fact is that apart from the repetitive strain injury.
For the last few months, you guys have suffered me posting videos, 1-minute videos of me doing really crappy kickboxing training where I'm trying to teach myself an orthodox fighting position, proper technique, and it's just all stuff that, I really need to start going to a gym and getting coaching for. I wanted to show a little bit of a longer video. I kind of go through more of my routine. I promise you though, if you guys stay to the end, you'll see like me put it all together, and I throw some pretty powerful stuff. I think right around the 4-minute mark, I'm throwing them pretty hard. But I wanted to kind of show the process of how I put everything all together. Now, a buddy of mine said, why don't you give up the orthodox nonsense? You are cross-dominant, you are flat-footed, and you're very plodding. You're slow, you're 49 years old, you're heavy. So embrace that, use your boxing style, and try to figure out how to integrate it with kickboxing. So that's exactly what I'm going to try to do today. I'm going to take that peekaboo style, flat-footed, launch off the lead, throw those big powerful hooks, and merge that with teeps and side kicks. See if it's possible. And instead of trying to, teach an old dog new tricks, go with what you know. I throw a mean left hook. I don't care if you think it's ugly or not. I promise you, if you let me hit you with it, you're going down. So why not stick with that instead of, trying to look like a pretty fighter, which I don't think I'll ever be, frankly. I mean, Jesus Christ, I'm 49 years old. I weigh 200 and almost 30 pounds. And yeah, I do plan on cutting weight after this competition, but, go with what you got instead of trying to be something you aren't. This stretching routine is a basic stretching routine that I do every time I hit the heavy bag. It's real quick. I basically work the hips out and I just try to open everything up. Now I have a more advanced stretching routine, which I've posted in the past in other videos, more for physical therapy stuff. But for any of you guys, especially older guys that are looking to get a little mobility back, hook me, hit me up and I'll help you out with that. That's something I consider a little bit of a specialty of mine. So the other day I posted a video where I was throwing really light teeps and kicks, and somebody told me basically that I sucked and that I had no power and I was wasting my time, and they didn't get the concept that I was doing cardio as a light workout. So here I'm showing like this is more power. I'm trying to get my hips into it and I'm really trying to get into that bag. The only problem with it is I can either throw power or I can be coordinated. I don't seem to have both down yet. So even though if I kicked you in the chest, I could probably launch you through my garage door, the chances of me, if I missed, being able to get back in a really good fighting stance is going to be slim to none. Now here, this is my pure boxing stance. This is like a no lead foot, heavy on the waist, peekaboo style, switching back and forth. I don't really have a lead foot, and I'm able to generate power from my hips, and that's what I've learned when I was growing up, and that's what I'm relatively decent at. What's the beauty of this is whenever you throw a left or a right, it automatically brings your head up the center line, so I don't have to really worry as much about trying to remember head movement. It's sort of built into it. The problem is it's a slow and low, plodding fighting stance, and it's hard to get a good distance to throw kicks properly. So that's what I'm doing, is I'm trying to work it out. I'm just trying to put it all together real slowly. I'm never gonna dance like a butterfly or sting like a bee. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna come at you as quick as possible, and I'm probably gonna take a lot of hits. I'm a human punching bag, and I'm going to laugh at your feeble attempts and wait for, get your timing down and then just blast you with something as hard as I can. That's how I get it done. And as you might surmise, I don't win that often. Really. Hey, you know what though? This boy can take a hit, let me tell you. What is it about this though? Why is it so much fun? Why is it so much fun to get punched in the face and get a bloody nose and get into it with another guy, like mutual combat? 2 men enter, 1 man leaves. And at the end of it, you're all friends. I never really cared for the MMA spectacle where they do all the crap talking before the fight to try to sell it, and they have to hate each other and say all the dumbest shit. Some of the hardest fights I ever got into were with people that I consider very close personal friends. We went in the ring and we gave it everything we had. We were trying to kill each other. But then afterwards, we're best friends. There was no malice. There was no anger. If he gets the better of you, I got the better of him. It was just, hey, that's it. Better luck next time, buddy. And we'll do it again. And that's what it's supposed to be. It's mutual combat. It's supposed to be a good time. If you're not having fun, I don't know. I know a lot of it's just all an act, though, just to sell tickets. People like the drama more than they actually like the sport. To me, watching a grown man trying to do a mic drop moment on TV makes him look like an infantile egomaniac, barely capable of putting a declarative sentence together. Looks like a guy who has, you know, no conflict resolution skills and solves everything with his fists. They sound unintelligent, it's not fun to watch, and it's really cringy. So here, after putting it all together, now I'm starting to like actually do the combination and get some power behind it. This is what I guess all that work led to. And, you know, at the end of the day, that's what it is. You muscle memory. You just do something slow and repeat and speed it up over time. And after your body, if you don't have to think about it, you'll just do it automatically. And that's also what leads to bad habits, unfortunately. You get those ingrained, and those are also really hard to break. But you know what? I'm in it for the long haul.